Hey guys, what's going on? Well, it's end of my vacation week. It's about Friday, and had rain yesterday, but a very pretty day today, as you can see. And so since this car's been running good, I've been driving this car around all week. I'm about to do a little update video on it soon, but just been driving it around and it's doing fairly well. And the 66 Chrysler is within range of being back on the road imminently. I've got to work out a couple issues. One with the get it titled and everything registered. That's not a problem. It's just it's one of these things you got to jump through some hoops. But doing that, and that's all good. So I thought I'd turn my attention finally back to this Dart. This is the one I picked up a couple months ago, you may remember. And the engine was stuck on it. So I soaked it with everybody's favorite mixture, Magic Potion of transmission fluid and whatever that crap is, the solvent, acetone, and soaked it for a week or so, and I got it to finally move a little bit, but it wouldn't go all the way around. So, and like that. So it's been sitting about another month or so since then. I took most acetone out of it, so it's just been sitting with whatever residue was in there. So I've been out here today, and let's see what happens. Actually, I know what should happen, but I'll let you see. Like that. So I'm glad that I don't have to say that I got out here and struggled and fought and did anything really. It just let it sit, and I had it up on a ramp here where I could get under it with my big breaker bar. I was prepared for battle again, and it just turned over easy. So I guess it dissolved up whatever the remaining bit of junk was in. And the deal with this car is this engine. I'll tell you a little short history about it that I know. It doesn't have a whole lot of miles on it. There's Larry, 12.9 to 68. Must have been one of the assembly guys, but it doesn't have a lot of miles on it that I can tell. And you can see the inside of the valve covers is just really nice. I mean, it's black a little bit, but it's not rusted up. It's not got any kind of water intrusion that I can tell. And when I took the carburetor off, it was the same way. It was not stuck. Didn't look like it had water in the intake or anything like that. So I was wondering, you know, what in the world's wrong with this thing? Because it was really stuck. I mean, it would not turn, and I didn't want to try to force it. So what I deduced is this thing has probably a tank of bad gas in it, or at least did. And I can smell it all over this car, and I could smell it in the oil. And there was old tar looking stuff, like gas residue had dripped off the bottom of the butterflies of the carburetor. So what I think happened was, I think somebody was trying to run it with bad gas in it, and it got down in the cylinders, might have flooded, the carburetor might have flooded very badly, and kind of washed the cylinders down, and then that stuff kind of congealed in there. And that's pretty stout stuff, that old carburetor varnish. I mean, you have to take a good stout brake cleaner or something else to get that stuff broken up. So that's what I think happened. At least it didn't stick to valves that I could tell. So that's good. I think it just took time to dissolve all that and get it freed up, because I ran my light down in the cylinders, and they look good. You know, a little bit of crap, you know, just bits and pieces, little stuff in there, but no rust. I could tell if it had any rust, it wasn't much. So long story short, it sounds good. So I think this thing is gonna live again. So hopefully over the weekend we can light the fuse on this puppy I got the carburetor already rebuilt, so it's just ready to go back on. I think I'm gonna try to see if I can round up some plug wires. Those don't look too good and eaten, but we'll do that and we'll get this pig back together and we'll see what's up with it. If you're wondering what is a 273 and why is this car having one, this is the newest LA version of the small block Chrysler, and it's the same as a 318 except for the displacement. The later 318 everybody's familiar with, but they introduced this version of the LA engine, the 273 version, in 1964, which is about 3 years before they introduced the 318 version. So they had this newer engine produced alongside, you know, other cars that had the old style, just the A engine in it. Now, why? I don't know, but they did. So that was supposed to be the Valiant engine, the 273, and they ran pretty good. So that's why, and this is the last year for this to have a 273. After 69, when 70, they just, everything was slant 6 or 318 across the board, so, or a 340. All right, guys, well, let me get cracking on this. I'm going to start putting this thing back together a little bit, and hopefully it's got some compression. So, may do a compression test on it, may not, we'll see. Thanks for watching. More to come. Okay, folks, so I thought I'd stick the plugs back in this just temporarily before I replace them, just to keep stuff out of the cylinders. Let's then we key this thing over and see if it sounds like it's got any compression. Now it's got a new style starter on it the previous owner put on it, so it's going to sound a little bit different than you would think, I guess. It's going to sound like a newer truck or something. And this jump pack is weak, so it's probably not going to turn fast or turn very long. Okay, I was right. It didn't turn very fast and it didn't turn very long. But it has compression. I can just tell from the sound of it, so that's good. So next up, I think I'm going to take a little bit of break and continue a little bit of work on my little garden I'm planting again over there with my perennials. I try to do a little bit better job this year doing my plant selections, because I get stuff for the bees and all that. So we'll work on that a little bit, because I've got to a good point here and I don't like to I'm just a person that does not like to rush things, so as you can tell. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna kind of go in there and start looking through my stash of parts and see if I've got some spare parts like plugs. I don't think I have plugs. I might have some wires and a cap, so we'll see. Thanks for watching.